Enchanting is one of the most useful aspects of Minecraft, but sometimes finding a specific enchantment you need can be kind of a pain, so in this video, we cover all 42 Minecraft enchantments and how to find all of them super easily. So first, let's cover some of the general methods for getting enchantments. Number 1, we of course have the enchanting table. This table is crafted with 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian, and 1 book, and if you place this guy down and surround it with 15 bookshelves like so, you will be able to get 3 levels of enchantments from it. You have tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1 enchantments at the bottom. Tier 1 enchantments are usually the best enchantment the table has to offer. Keep in mind, these enchantments are all completely random, so the tier 1 enchantment could potentially be complete garbage. The only way to reset these enchantments is if you actually enchant an item. You can enchant an item if you have at least 7 levels and 1 lapis lazuli in this slot right here. This allows you to do a tier 3 enchant which costs only 1 experience level. Once you enchant the item, you can then disenchant it with a grindstone and put the item back in the table. You'll have completely new enchantments. Do note that you cannot enchant an item in this table again if it is already enchanted. Enchanting your item with tier 1 enchants costs 3 experience levels and 3 lapis lazuli. Once you enchant, you'll get the tier 1 enchantment from the table along with potentially extra random enchantments added on top. These extra enchantments are sometimes good, sometimes not the ones you want. Also note that tier 1 enchantments are not always max level. They usually are, but for example, here it's showing Smite 4, but the Smite enchantment actually has a max level of 5. And I'd say overall, the enchanting table is definitely a method for getting the enchantment you want, but not the best one because it's just so luck based. You have no control over what it gives you. Also, pro tip, don't listen to those people online that say, oh, changing the amount of bookshelves increases the chance of getting specific enchantments. Like, feather falling is more common when there's only 13 bookshelves around the table. Yeah, that's just BS. I've actually ran some trials with 10 random enchantments myself, and there is zero correlation between the number of bookshelves and the specific enchantments you get, so don't let yourself get fooled. But thankfully, you don't need to use an enchanting table. You can also find individual enchanted books, which of course contain 1 or more enchantments on them. You can then combine these books with your item in an anvil to enchant your item that way, and the anvil doesn't care if the item is already enchanted or not. You can still add more enchantments to it. There are many ways to find enchanted books. One way is through loot. Enchanted books can be found uncommonly as loot in structures such as desert temples, mine shafts, strongholds, and the like. You can also acquire them through fishing, but that's extremely rare. And another problem is the fact that the enchantment books you get from this method will also be completely random and still potentially not have the enchantment you're looking for. So now you're maybe asking, well, how do I get an enchanted book with the specific enchantment that I want? Well, say hello to the librarian villager. This guy can be found naturally in villages, or if he's not there, you can also just place a lectern down in a village, and there's a high chance an unemployed villager claims it and simply becomes one. These guys can sell you enchanted books for usually pretty cheap. These can have basically any enchantment in the game, and if you want to reset the enchantment they sell, maybe it's not the one you're looking for, or it's not max level, all you have to do is break their lectern and place it down again. That's it. The enchantment they sell will be completely different. You can simply repeat this process many times until you get the enchantment you want, and then you can buy it off the villager as many times as you want as well. Yes, that's right. You can buy an infinite amount of that enchanted book once you have it. It will never run out. The villager will run out of supply if you buy too many at once, but they will always restock at the lectern because that's their workstation, and once they restock, you'll be able to buy the enchantment again. So now that we've covered the general methods to get enchantments, let's go over each individual enchantment in the game and what methods you can use to find them. Starting off, we got Aqua Affinity, which comes in 1 level. This enchantment can be obtained through the enchantment table, exploration, and from villagers. Bane of Arthropods, which comes in 5 levels, can be obtained through the enchanting table. However, the max the table can provide is level 4, not level 5, so it's better to find this enchantment through exploration or or villagers. Blast Protection, which comes in 4 levels, can be obtained through the enchanting table, however getting level 4 can be rare, so I'd probably recommend villagers here since finding this enchantment when exploring is also pretty rare. Breach, which comes in 4 levels, can be obtained through the enchanting table, exploration, or from villagers. Channeling, which comes in 1 level, can be obtained through all of these same 3 methods. Curse of Binding cannot be obtained through the enchanting table, only through the other 2 methods. Curse of Vanishing, same thing. Density, which comes in 5 levels, can be obtained through all 3 methods, however it's quite rare to find when exploring, and it's quite rare to get max density from an enchantment table, so villagers, I guess. Depth Strider, which comes in 3 levels, can be obtained through all the 3 methods. Efficiency, 5 levels, can be gotten from an enchanting table, but again at level 5 is rare, but you can obtain Efficiency 5 with the other 2 ways. Feather Falling, 4 levels, can be obtained through all the 3 methods. Fire Aspect, 2 levels, can again be obtained through all 3 methods. Fire Protection, 4 levels, is rare from an enchanting table, but other 2 methods work fine. Flame, 1 level, all 3 methods work. Fortune, 3 levels, all methods are good. Frostwalker, 2 levels, cannot be obtained through the enchanting table, only through the other 2 ways. Impaling, 5 levels, is a level 5 enchantment, so don't use enchanting tables, use the other 2 methods. Infinity, 1 level, all 3 methods work, but it's a rare enchantment, so villagers work best here. Knockback, 2 levels, all 3 methods. Looting, 3 levels, all 3 methods work. Okay, synonym for method, here we go. Loyalty, 3 levels, all techniques work. Luck of the Sea, 3 levels, all 3 modus operandis work. What the sigma is that word? Lore, 3 levels, all 3 processes work. Mending, 1 level, cannot be obtained through the table and is rare from exploration, so again, you know, those big nose guys will help. Multishot, 1 level, all 3 methods of working work. Piercing, 4 levels, all 3 procedures work. Power, 5 levels, remember level 5 means don't use the enchanting table, it'll only give you level 4, so the other 2 course of actions are better. Projectile Protection, 4 levels, all 3 tactics work, but rare from the enchanting table. Protection, 4 levels, all 3 chaoses work. Oh wait, that's an antonym, sorry. Punch, 2 levels, all 3 methodologies work. Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Quick Charge, 3 levels, all 3 good. Riptide, 3 levels, all 3 work. Sharpness, 5 levels, again, no enchanting table because it doesn't give you level 5. Use the other 2 ways. Silk Touch, 1 level, all 3 good, but rare from the enchantment table. Smite, 5 levels, level 5 enchantment, so no table, but the other methods are fine. Soul Speed, 3 levels, unique enchantment. You can't get it from the table or from villagers. You need to either explore a bastion or barter with piglins in the nether. Sweeping Edge, 3 levels, all 3 methods are good. Swift Sneak, 3 levels, you can only find this enchantment in ancient cities. Thorns, 3 levels, all 3 methods work. Unbreaking, 3 levels, all 3 methods are good. Windburst, 3 levels, you can't get this with any of the methods. You can only get it super rarely from ominous vaults and trial chambers, and usually it's only level 1, so you need to combine multiple Windburst books to get level 3. As the final step, I'm now going to teach you how to properly apply enchanted books to your item in an anvil, because I'm guessing most of your enchantments are in book form, so let's get started. The way the anvil works is that every time you use the anvil to upgrade something, the amount of experience levels you spend increases. Eventually, this will reach a point where the anvil says too expensive, and you won't be able to upgrade the item anymore. So how do we combat this? Well, first tip is to get some of the enchantments from the enchantment table first. This way you will use the anvil lesser and will ultimately spend less levels. But using anvils is more convenient, and if you have a lot of enchantments that you need to add with books, that's when things can get tricky, so here's how to properly do this. First, don't just add each individual enchanted book to the item one by one. This will increase the amount of times you use the anvil, and we already know that's a bad thing. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to combine most of your enchantments into just a few books. When I say a few books, I mean 3 to 4. Please do not put all of your enchantments on one single book. That is maybe the worst thing you could possibly do. Now listen carefully. If you're trying to apply 5 enchantments to an item, like a bow, first we're going to take a single enchantment book and another single enchantment book, and now we have a book with 2 enchantments. Combine another set of single enchantment books like so to create another book with 2 enchantments, and from here you can simply add the books to your item. For 6 enchantments, like on a helmet, it's quite similar. We're going to again combine 2 single enchantment books to make a book with 2 enchantments, and we're going to do it again with another set of enchanted books, so now we have 2 books with 2 enchantments each, and 2 single enchantment books left. We're going to combine these 2 books that are left over to create a third book with 2 enchantments, and after that, we can simply add all the books to our item. For 7 enchantments, the best way to conserve XP, we're gonna have 3 books with 2 enchantments each, and 1 book with a single enchantment. Keep in mind when you're combining books, the order of the books in each slot of the anvil also affects how much XP you're going to spend combining them. Different enchanted books also take different amounts of XP. Usually, you don't want to combine the most expensive enchantments together because you'll wind up spending more XP. Instead, it's better to combine the expensive enchantments with cheap ones like Unbreaking or Mending. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please consider dropping a like and a sub, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.